Good evening. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Tuesday, January 11th. January continues to be just a fantastic month. We are on fire right now. I was actually thinking about playing the little Geico piggy in the background going, wee, 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 wee. Just fantastic market if you are a stock picker right now. The indices continue to do exactly what we want them to do. Absolutely nothing. Perfect environment for small cap stocks. The small up and down moves, frustrating for shorts and bears, perfect for speculation. And that's why plays have been doing so well. No real economic data to talk about today. We are having retailers come out and post better than expected earnings. We even had Sears come out in after hours and say they're going to top the street estimates. So that is a great sign for the economy going forward. But let's jump into the indices charts real quick, and then we've got a boatload of stock plays to look at. Here we're looking at the Dow 15-minute chart. And you can see we had a pretty steep sell-off today. We were up nicely, and then the rug just got pulled out from under the market. You had shorts and put buyers popping up on the message boards going, oh, the end is here. They've been calling the end for what, 45 days in a row. Eventually they'll get it right. But, market ended up pushing slightly red. And the excuse for it was the bond sale supposedly didn't go as well as expected. It was a healthy pullback in large caps. Nothing goes straight up. This market is not having 100-point sell-offs. Until it does, we're going to continue doing what we're doing. Nice little bounce after it sucks the put buyers in yet again. This market has just loves raping shorts and put buyers right now. And, after they got sucked in, market ran back another 30 points. We saw the Dow pop. Looking at the Dow 15-minute chart, RSI breaking up through 50. I like the MACD. We're going to get a cross on MACD on the open tomorrow. And we've got stochastics getting ready to break 50. So just looking on the 15-minute chart, we should see an up move early tomorrow morning. Looking at the daily chart, as you can see, the 20-day exponential continues to hold, and one big positive is volume is starting to come back into this market. Before, we had really low volume the month of December, but as you can see, throughout the month, so far, we're only a week into it, volume has started picking back up again, and the sell volume, the red candles here are sort of misleading. Most of the volume is on the buy side, and we've got 20-day exponential support on the 15-minute or on the daily chart. Stochastics coming down, and this is about where you would expect to see stochastics bounce. And we had similar action back during the October-November rally. We actually had two pounces off this level back there in early October and then early November. And here we have possibly the same thing setting up again. And each time we had that happen, within a day or so, we had a nice pop in the Dow. So we could be seeing that 11,742 level fall possibly this week. Key to look at would be the 11,577 area, and hopefully we'll continue to see those idiots on CNBC continue to bash the market and bring on bear guests. As long as they do that, the market is solid. SMH got very close to a breakout today. Volume has started to pick up there. We're up to 6 million volume, which is really pitiful given the volume we've seen throughout the year on the SMH. But still, it's better than what we were seeing in December. We are about to get a positive MACD cross on the SMH, and each and every time we've seen that happen over the last several months, we've seen a nice little 2 to 5, 7-day rally in the SMH. We've got this rectangle formation here, and the breakout is 33.25. Now, if you're inclined to jump into this on a scalp, 35 is the target, 35 plus. Stops, I'd probably run my stops. You know what? You could do today's low, 32.93. Ideally, you'd want the 8-day moving average, 32.80. So keep an eye on that. RSI also looks like it wants to take a push here. So SMH, as I said, if we're going to get this next stage move in the rally, I think the techs and the SMH specifically are going to lead us higher. Quick mention on the US dollar, topped out again at the 200-day moving average. Fantastic if you ask me. Hopefully we'll get another dip, which should power us or give us the fuel for the next rally. But anyway, enough about the major indices. Stocks are moving, so let's jump into the stock plays. NEI. I'm going to say it. I told you so. I pounded the table on this stock. I said this stock was going back to the twos. Didn't think it would happen in 5 days, but hey, there you go. Fat little breakout here. Hit that target that I've been saying is going to happen. 200-day moving average, 210 on the friggin' nose. And then one of my trading strategies, the rule of two, ended up proving absolutely perfect again on this one. Hit 220 intraday before pulling back. Now, our last gem plays, I was saying this in the chat room the other day. All of our gem plays have run. HILL took off over the last couple of days as well. This was the last one, was the last one under $2 that I've been pounding the table on over the last couple of months. I mean, we've had EGHT, VG, WSTL, OFAP, HILL, and here we go, NEI joining that fray. Should see a continuation pop on this one tomorrow. And what I'd be looking to see happen here, and we also had it happen on our other plays. Next target here, 240, 250, and as you can see, that is the gap down, where the gap down started in August. And, love it when a plan comes together. We absolutely nailed this bitch. 50% gain from when I called it our top January popper play a little over a week ago. Doesn't get any better than that. ADLR. This was a trading alert late in the day. $133. In hindsight, I should have sent the alert ad as 136. That was the double top breakout. My bad if that caused you to miss this play. Did I expect it to go kaboom in the same day, within a few minutes? No. That's just what's happening in these stocks right now. Stock went major boom. Cash rich, fat breakout, break through the 200-day moving average. Just an awesome play. Follow through. Secondary target here is 174. BCON. We've played this one many, many times in the past. It's teased us quite a bit. But, came to the realization today, I even mentioned in the chat room, every single piece of crap, turdy, alternative energy stock has gone big over the last couple of weeks. We even had PLUG run 40%. I mean, if that dog can run, any stock can run. And sitting back and looking at BCON, these guys raised $10 million in cash a couple of weeks ago. They've got a 6-month NASDAQ extension. It's under 30 cents. They've got cash. There's no delisting risk. Everything under the sun is running. Hello, why are we not in this stock? Which is why we jumped into it 23 cents and under. Breakout is 27 cents. This is a stock in this environment right now that seriously, I could see it pop 50%. No problem. On the news that's probably going to do it, just scroll back, read the press releases from late December where they said they're about to go operational on their flywheel power plant. That's probably the news that's going to light this one up. And they say it's going to happen. It could happen any day. Could happen tomorrow. Could happen a month from now. But that is the move, or that is the news that's going to light this one up. And, given the move in alternative energy stocks and the fact that oil is breaking out, this is going to be a common theme throughout 2011. Alternative energy, solar, etc., etc. Just love the setup here. Stops, minimal downside on this one. Even when it had bad financing news, it still held 20 cents. So would be looking to add and accumulate this one. Any dips, 23 cents and under. First target, let's go for the 200-day moving average up there at 32 cents. I really think this is one that could make a move to the 40s if the right volume come in. Probably see that happen when it breaks 30 cents. But we had a fat positive MACD cross today on very heavy volume, the heaviest volume we've seen here in months. Stochastics look great on bounced volume, looks great. The sector's on fire. Almost seems like a no-brainer here, even though it's BCON that we're talking about. In the same breath, we've got QTWW. Again, if PLUG can run, why the hell can't this one? First target, 200-day moving average, 55 cents. We've got stops at 42, 43 cents. So many stocks are running and moving. We'll sit in this one and see what happens. We've got a positive MACD cross happening, so this one could light up tomorrow, especially if we see BCON or one of these other ones go on a big, big move. DEJ, du jour, small oil company, But oil companies have been on a flippin' tear. Look at what BQI did. I mean, we've played this one in the past. It's an absolute dilution crap stock. And look what it did. 42 cents to 70 cents in 3 days. And then we have GSX. This one's up 90%. Small oil play up 90% over the last 4 or 5 days. DEJ probably going to take a break of 40 cents to light this one up. But, until it happens, we sit in a half position. We add on dips or we add the break at 38 cents. And, Bob's your uncle. TIV, another small little energy play, got hammered over the last week. They come out with pretty good news, I thought, today. Nice volume spike. We've got a nice chart here. RSI about to break 50. Stochastics exactly where we want. On-bounce volume showing the buyers coming in. And, this is one that could make a nice little fat bounce back to 60 cents and still have lots of upside. So we've got minimal downside, decent upside. Oil is doing really, really well. Small oil companies, a little piece. One by one, the longer this January rally continues, or when I mean by January, the longer this flat-line-ish or rally continues in the major indices, you're going to see more and more of these laggard stocks start to explode because the universe of stocks that has not popped yet is getting smaller and smaller by the day. BQI, GSX, they've gone on huge pops. When DEJ goes, they're going to, one by one, they're going to pop. And, that's how momentum builds on itself. So, our motto is be in early, sell to the chasers. And this is one that the chasers will probably show up sooner rather than later. WZE, Wizard Software, nice fat pop into the today. We had the iPhone go to Verizon. Expected retreat on profit taken. If you did not scalp any, slap you for not selling any on the pop, given that we got in at 27 cents and under. But if you didn't, it's fine because this is still a stock that's in play. Remember, the real reason we got into this when the iPhone news with Verizon was just an added bonus that appeared a couple of days ago. This is a play into Macworld that starts in 2 weeks. Apps are going to get a lot of attention at Macworld as they do every year. So this one is on the radar, heavy volume, little retrace. Next wave takes us to the promised land. LVLT, just been a very nice performer. They come out today with news, $300 million in bond sale to retire some debt. No biggie at all, but we got to close above the 200-day moving average, which is very key on this stock. The last time we had that happen, the stock went on a tear to the upside. We jump back into this one, 117. We're going to give it stops at $1.10, possibly $1.09 if you've got some profits to play with here. But we should see this one make a push into the 120s. First target, 130. This one looks really, really good, I think. And, the chart is set up, the volume is there, and traders and funds are in chase mode right now. And this stock got hammered from $1.77 all the way down into the end of the year. Hey, we'll take, a 25, 30, 40% pop back here to start off the new year. JSDA, it's getting tired saying this. Another monster we call. We nailed this one last Thursday. We jumped into it late in the day. Volume was pitiful. No one else was in this stock. We were the first ones in, as we usually are. I said this one was acting like news was coming. The chart looked great, and it's been off to the races since then. Now, today's close, actually pretty bullish. I was talking in the chat room saying a red close is what we wanted. We'd buy into the close for a gap and run tomorrow. So let's see what happens here. We could see this one easily take out that 164 level and make a push to our secondary target there at 175. Especially good about JSDA was that early morning sell-off, dropped all the way down to 143 and then recovered. We're seeing that a lot on very strong stocks. They shake out to get shares and then they run to new highs. Very nice to see. Scary when you're in it, but we're riding on fat profits right now, so we can give these plays a little bit of rope and let them work out. I mean, look what EMKR did over the last couple of days. Just kaboom! What's that? 25% gain in a couple of days. I screwed this trade up, but I know some of you guys in the chat room are just loving this stock right now. did exactly what we expected to do. I mentioned over the last two first week or so in January, last 2 years has averaged 25 to 40% move. Here we go, 105 to 145, 40% move. Doesn't get any better than that. We also had some fat chat room plays over the last couple of days. So if you're not coming into the chat room, then definitely come in. A lot of these plays moving so fast that by the time we send out an email alert, the stocks have already popped, like ADLR, case in point today. So definitely, if you can, come into the chat room. If you've got any questions on any plays that I forgot to mention, shoot me an email or just send me an instant message tomorrow in the chat room. And that is it for the video tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.